Hey everybody, welcome to the playground with the daycare dude. It is me, Trayvon McNeil, the daycare dude, and I'm so glad to be right here on the playground with you all. So look, do me a favor, ignore my new microphone that I'm trying to figure out how to work. Like this. Okay, so I'm trying to get this thing right, but I need you guys who are watching now. If you're on YouTube, I need you to share the link to your social media pages, all of them. Share the link to all of them because today I have a guest here with me who I believe is going to help us to just have a lot of fun, number one, on the playground, because that's what we do, right? That's what we do on the playground. We have fun. Some of you that are watching us on Instagram, I need you to do me a favor so you're not just looking at me. I need you to see this pretty faces with me today, okay? I need you to go over to Facebook, and if you're a part of the playground, a childcare professional safe space, I need you to go over there right quickly, and I need you to check out what we're doing. We're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube. I need you to follow the Daycare Dude on both of those platforms so that you can, subscribe and never miss an opportunity to be on the playground and play again, okay? We're going to play together and we're going to have a good time. But today I have somebody with me that I believe is going to absolutely make you look at systems differently, make you look at the need to go digital differently, the need to actually engage with your families differently. Can I tell you something? I chose this route of digital systems because, especially with the pandemic happening when it happened and parents not being able to enter into facilities like they once were, the best thing that I could have ever done was give them an opportunity to feel like they were still in my center. They were still engaged and involved in their family's program. I mean, the child's program. How did you do that, Trey? Because the systems that we're getting ready to present to you today, what we're going to talk about today, those systems allowed you to do everything that keeps a parent feeling like they are still there. I'll get into the details of it if you just head over to YouTube, all right, or Facebook and check out me and my friend who's here with me today, okay? Hey, if this is your first time on the playground, I'm so grateful that you're here. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to get ready to have a good time with me by going over to, these links that I told you, and then preparing yourself to bounce on the seesaw back and forth with us here, all right, while we get to know each other. Then we're going to run over to the swing set, swing back and forth in the middle of our little conversation. And at the end, we'll stop at the picnic table and recap a little bit about what we talked about, because that's what we do here on the playground. But I need you right now to just tell somebody that the Daycare Dude is live and you can't miss it, okay? Tell them the Daycare Dude is live and you can't miss it, all right? Those of you on Instagram, I can only talk to you but for so long. I got to talk to the people who are already here, all right? They're here. So you get over here too. Facebook, YouTube, and check us out, okay? Here we go. Now, I got to introduce this person to you guys. I wish I had theme music, but I'm not that great yet, okay? I'll get there, just not there yet. So I need you guys to be, I need you to act like there's a lot of theme music. And when I introduce this person to you, here's what I need you to do. I need you to snap and do like this. Do a little bit of fun, okay? Because I need you to act like there's some music and make me look like I'm making a whole lot of money doing this free thing in my little space, okay? All right, y'all ready? Here we go. None other than my friend. I'm going to tell you guys. Hey, wait, before I bring her on, I got to tell you this. Listen, I called her. I'm like, hey, I want to do an interview. I need to be able to interview with you because you guys, HiMama is just the bomb. It's just what it is. And I steal from y'all all the time anyway. So I might as well talk about it. How I go onto your website and steal all the free stuff that's free, but I steal it. Yeah, how I do all of that. I need to see if I can get you on my podcast. And she's like, yeah, that would be great. Well, here's the beautiful thing about it. Her, yeah, that would be great was better for me than it was for her, because talking to her on the phone, I felt like I had another sister. All right, you guys are ready to meet my sister now, okay? This is my blood sister, guys, okay? Our skin tones are a little different, but that's because we got mixed up in the hospital and they did something wrong. So it's their fault. All right. Anyway, guys, here is none other than Miss Ria Simon from HiMama. Ria.
Oh, such a pleasure to be here. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're just brother and sister from another mother. Like that's just all that happened. That's all.
That's it. All. Yeah. Just, our moms are different. That's exactly. The only difference. Anyway, I'm here and I want you to know that I am grateful that you are here with us today. It is just a blessing to be able to have somebody that you can actually meet in this way, right? And to be able to have a good time with them. So I'm glad you're here. Ria, how are you?
I am so good. I'm so excited to be here. I've been waiting for this all morning. It's been my highlight. I've just been waiting for like the time to tick over and be like, okay, are we actually doing this right now? Like, I want to do it. Let's
Right.
do it. So
Let's hurry up and
let's
get
have
this
some
done.
fun, some conversation. Let's have a great chat.
I'm here for the conversation. Of course, as I always say, when it comes to the podcast and it comes to the playground, we're here about having fun and educating childcare professionals. So those of you who are watching on Facebook, I see some of you guys are watching. Don't forget to give, if you want people to know that you're here, don't forget to give StreamYard the permission on that link that was posted so that we can see your name. If we don't see your name, then it's okay. But we want you guys to engage in conversation, have a good time with us, and just, make it happen, okay? So feel free to comment and share, and let people know that the Daycare Dude is live on YouTube and on Facebook in the Playground Childcare Professionals Facebook group, all right? Ria, you don't have all day to fool with me. So let's get started, okay? I have a couple of questions for you. I want to just ask you a couple of things that I truly do believe that is going to really benefit our audience today. And I want to just kind of get into that with you. First of all, before we go into you talking about HiMama and how great HiMama is and making HiMama look good, let's make Ria look good, all right? Let's talk about Ria a little bit. Other than the fact, guys, that Ria confessed to me earlier that she had to stuff her husband in the closet so that he did not interrupt her. Oh, don't tell me. Okay, sorry.
No,
sorry.
it's all good.
I'm lying anyway, guys. So, but Ria, talk to us about Ria. Tell us a little bit about you, your background.
Okay, here, let me start. Of course, this starts a while ago, but I'm not going to go back too much because, we don't want to age anybody today. But I've been in the field for over 6 years directly in the education field. And then with my time here at HiMama, it's been over 10 years now. So it's kind of a whirlwind tour that I've been leading to get myself to here. I'm based out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So hi all. And many folks may know me from HiMama Helps webinar. We run them every Thursday. They're free. Don't know if you're stealing those yet. I'm just joking. And they're free and you can join them. And we've been running them since last year. So it's a huge piece that I've been working on to get educators, get as much information out there, whether at the time it was about COVID. Now we're just switching gears up a little bit, trying to get some more PD related pieces in there. But it's definitely something that I've had my hands in while I've been here at HiMama. So.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, let me ask you this, Ria. Ria, have you ever worked in childcare facilities?
Yeah, of course I did.
Tell us what you did.
I worked with those lovely junior preschool areas, so that 2.5 to 3.5, and potty trained most of my time, as most preschool educators do. Worked 6 years. Mind you, I worked with all ages, but I spent a lot of that time with my junior preschool age group, and it was a ton of fun. I built a lot of family relationships while I was there. Worked with a lot of different variety of children's skills levels, superpowers, you name it, they had it, and I had the chance to just really figure out that I wanted to make some big change, and then that's what led me on a HiMama side. But those 6 years were a whirlwind tour, let me tell you.
Well, that's great. Hey, one more time to all of our Facebook users, want you to know that we want you guys to we want to be able to show your comments, and we want Ria to know who you are. You're saying hey to us. We want her to know who's saying hi. Yeah, but we can't see who's saying hi and giving us the emojis. If you guys do not give StreamYard the permission, there is a link there that says that it will give you will give them permission to be able to post your name when you comment. So if you would do that, just so that we have that. If not, it's okay. We just want to keep moving. But Ria, I love what you're saying. Now, Ria, so you didn't work in the baby room?
I didn't spend as much time. I did some coverage in baby room. Man, that's a hard room.
Let me tell you something.
Holy moly.
Every child care owner that I know, we are always talking about, hey, yeah, we don't mind getting our hands dirty, going to help in the classrooms. And then I say, well, that's good. So you don't mind going to the baby room? No. I don't do the baby room. I don't do the baby room. They're good until you get to that baby room. That baby room is just not it. Listen, say that again.
That's a scary room.
It is a scary room.
It's a good room. Parents, it's okay.
Right. If you have an infant in any of our centers, we want you to know that we love going in that room with them, okay? We love it. Just want you to know, okay? So, Ria, how long have you been in the early child education field in itself? I know you've been with HiMama 10 years, you said, but in the field altogether.
Oh no. So 10 years altogether. I've been with HiMama for 4, and I spent
Okay,
6 in the EC space, in the education
great.
field space. So lots to bring along with me when it comes to what's been happening out there these days. So
Okay, I
yeah.
love it. Did you see me just put my face right in the thing? That wasn't okay. So, what has been the most rewarding thing for you? Let's do this. What's been the most rewarding thing for you being in the ECE field? And then I want to talk about
Ooh.
being a part of a company that supports
Yeah.
the ECE field.
Okay, so in the education space, I definitely want to say the most rewarding part was the children, but the children's families. That relationship
Mm.
building was probably my key piece. Don't get me wrong, I love every single child that I worked with, but when it came to building those family relationships, it was that, even if it was a small conversation that I had with a parent, and it blew up to later to become a fantastic piece that, I never really knew it flowered until after it had flowered. It was
Mhm.
those pieces. So the relationships that I had with the families that I had was probably like my most rewarding piece and take home for myself. Of course, with making those impacts on children and hopefully making a positive impact as they grow and learn and move on with their lives. On the HiMama side of thing, the most positive side is that I feel like I'm actually giving back to my fellow educators, to parents that are out there. One of the key things that I feel like nobody really knows this about HiMama, I feel like it's something that is not really out there, but we're a B certified company. So what that means is that what we do as a company itself, it's actually making a positive impact on the education space. We actually
Cool.
find, like we're actually licensed with that piece. Like we have to keep up this certification. It means we have to meet a high standard. We have to make environmental performance pieces that, like, as a company, we are actually a happy company that's working within our space. So there's a lot of pieces that go together. So to say that we are making that positive impact, just A, makes me so much happier, but B, it makes me happier for what we're giving to the educators that are out there working in the field right now.
Yeah, I love that. I'm really big, and I tell people this: the daycare dude is not a guy who wants to tell everybody how to handle their finances. Okay, I hired somebody to do that for me, so I'm not going to do it for you. Um, I'm not the guy who's here to consult you or for you to consult with to find out how to build your center. I'll help you with what I can, but that's not my focus. I'm big on leadership, and a part of what I teach owners, leaders, when it comes to leadership is you've got to have that engagement with your families. You've got to be able to have that space where you really engage with families to a level where they can go to work all day long for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, and literally feel as if they have to worry none about their child. That's how it should be when they go into our centers. They should
Yeah.
not drop them off and have anxiety all day. And sad to say, that's what some parents are getting from some of the families. Some of the programs that they're working with. And so I love what you just stated about how well, first of all, when it came to HiMama, you being an EC, you loved working with the families. That was great for me. I love that. But the other thing that I love is when you talked about HiMama in itself and what you love about being a part of HiMama is the fact that it's a company that invests, and I'm paraphrasing, but it invests in the education of the children. It's not just focused on providing information,
Exactly.
for the administrative piece. It gets into the classrooms. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's that window that every parent should have, no matter
Yeah.
where you are, no matter what kind of center that you're in.
Wow, I love it. So let me ask you this: do you believe, and I'm almost sure it's a yes, but I want to hear a little more on it. Okay?
I might say no just to throw you off now.
Right. And I'm not
just
know where to go from there. Okay? I'm not going to know where to go. Do you believe that do you believe that early childhood education in itself is an essential piece to the preparation of a child's elementary education or success?
150%. Like we could probably go on for 60 years, but in a nutshell, like early education, it's the foundation. It's not just the foundation for your ABCs, your one, two, threes. Important pieces, yes, but really what educators do pass on are those pieces, those life skills. They help them learn those basic pieces of building their own relationships with their peers, with their
Yeah,
fellow educators, with whatever's going on, but also those life pieces to work through an issue, to problem solve, to start thinking outside the box. Like educators do more than just teach you how to tie your shoes so that you can get them on for your first day of kindergarten. They
I
do
love it.
so much more than that. And it's those life skills is what educators set children up for success. So
Yeah, I love that. You know, and speaking of that, I just like to clear the air for us childcare professionals and say this. Yeah, I had to get close for a second. Okay.
I was gonna say we got serious.
Yeah, that's it. I need to tell you guys something. We don't just sit around and watch your kids all day, okay? We're educating these babies. We want them to be somebody. We want them to know something. I had a friend to say to me the other day, they were literally like, this is somebody that's been friends with me since before I started my childcare centers. And my friend says, yeah, so what do you mean curriculum? And so I explained to them what I was doing with the curriculum and what we were doing and how we were shifting here, shifting there. And my friend says, oh, wait, you actually teach these little kids? Yes. What do you mean?
Where's your friend been?
Where have you been? And why aren't you paying attention to my stuff? Okay. you haven't been on my website evidently. So what I'm saying is I love that you, as well as HiMama, are invested into that piece, the educational piece of these children and these families. Yes, because it is a huge piece that honestly people don't take seriously when it comes to childcare. They literally look at us as professional babysitters, and that's not who we are. We are educators. Yep. And can I say this to you, childcare professionals that are out there? You have to see yourself. Hear me. You have to see yourself as the childcare professional that you want people to respect you as. All right. And I'll tell you this: HiMama is going to be your first stop. All right. So once you invest into HiMama, so that HiMama can invest back into your center, then I guarantee you that people are going to be able to see you as taking a professional route. Let's see why. Because of parent engagement, as we were just talking about a moment ago. And so I want to go back to that if we can, Ria, and spend just a little bit of time there. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is parent engagement to you?
Oh, this amp goes to 11.
Come on.
This amp it's over 10. Like parent engagement it's a core of a program. It is a building piece. It's a backbone. It's the cornerstone of every childcare facility, whether you're in home, whether you're center based, whatever it may be. The elementary system is still based off of parent communication and engagement. It's a huge piece. So 11 for me. Easy.
11.
Easy. We can go to 12 if you want to.
Let's go to 12. It's an even number. I can't do odd numbers. I don't do 2.
Okay, let's do 12 then. Let's do 12.
Okay, we'll do 12. Okay. So we're looking at, and again, we're talking about systems of success because HiMama gives us an opportunity to be successful in implementing systems that are all right here, like in one place, right? I'm talking about from reports to, again, parent involvement, conversing, with parents, conversing between staff. And I mean, we have a little bit of everything that's needed right in one place. So I want to ask you again, parent engagement, why do you feel, because you just talked about whether it's in the home or in center-based programs, why do you feel that parent engagement is even necessary in home-based as well as center-based? So let's talk about the difference in those and why do you feel like it's necessary?
Oh, so definitely, let's start with in-home. Okay. Definitely with in-home, because like you'd mentioned this before, a lot of people tend to view educators as those professional babysitters. Throw that at the door. I never want to hear something like that again. That is not what you are. You are an educator. You are educating those young children for a better future, for future presidents, prime ministers here in Canada, like wherever you are educating them to become that. Lawyers, doctors, you name it. We could go on for a long time. Anyways, it doesn't matter, but those pieces of conversation between your parents, between yourself as an educator, if you are in home, and mom and dad, sets the tone for your working relationship with these people, whoever they may be. It could be other types of people who are with this child, whether that be grandparents or auntie and uncle or whoever it may be. Yeah. Having those open pieces of communication sets a key piece to actually help the children thrive. And this can apply as well in a center base. Within a center, you find home, I say, is the smaller community, whereas the center base is just that larger piece of community, depending on, of course, how big each of them are.
Right.
But your center, you're looking at bringing families, we'd mentioned this before, the window into the classroom. So those, building pieces of community, they start to come together because you get, families from all different types, different places, different backgrounds, different experiences, and that melting pot starts to happen. And having that communication and having that ongoing conversation and reminding parents that you are a professional, because that's what educators are. We're professional little educators for those little people.
Yeah.
And we're helping them thrive. So it doesn't matter which place it is, you're setting them up for success. So
wow. Let me take a moment here and pause and just say to all of you guys, I am here with my friend Ria Simon of HiMama, of the HiMama app. You guys feel free to follow them on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at HiMama app. It should be scrolling across the screen now. And so I want you guys to just kind of engage there with them. And really, as we're continuing this conversation, I want you to see that it's necessary for you to have systems in place. And we'll get more into detail into that. But HiMama specifically is one that I believe is going to be able to help you. And so I want to tell you guys this here. Don't forget to log on to www.thedaycaredude.com so that you can register for the Child Care Professionals Conference. I want you guys to make sure you do that, okay? Because it's necessary for you, okay? I need you to do that. I'm going to give you guys a promo code. It'll be come across the screen a couple of times while we're talking. That promo code is going to take money off, okay, of your registration. All right. And I know you guys love to save money. And so just type in the word playground and we'll be able to get you that code. Seats are filling up. And honestly, we're only doing 100 seats. Actually, we just opened it up to 125. So I take that back. Ooh. So there are a few more. Yeah, because we're there. So we needed to open more. And so you guys need to make sure you get your seats. I'm such a generous guy that I'm willing, if you don't have all of what it takes financially to be a part of this summit, but you can afford a portion of it, get in touch with the Daycare Dude. My administrator will get in touch with you, and we'll make sure that you will be able to attend something that's going to help you to better your early childhood education program. That's what it's all about, all right? That's what it's all about. So I want you to jump in on that opportunity, okay? So we're coming back. We're back now. That was our commercial break, by the way, guys. That was our commercial break. So next time the commercial break, I'm going to go like this for the commercial break. Hold on. There it is. I'm going to go like this for the commercial break. That way it makes sense. That cool? All right,
so
great.
Good.
All right. So again, guys, if you're just tuning in, I'm here with my friend Ria of HiMama app, and we're just talking now parent engagement. And Ria is evidently really a big, how do you say,
advocate?
Supporter? Yeah, all of it.
There.
I don't have those words, guys. Okay, that's why I'm not in the classroom. I'm in the office now. Okay, I came out of the classroom. I'm in the office now. So she just shared with us why she feels that it's needed in the program. So let me ask you this question: what does parent engagement look like to you then? If you say that it's necessary, what does it look like to you? And then tell me this.
Yeah.
What does it look like to you from the lens of HiMama? So you representing HiMama. Ooh. That way people don't have to separate it. We can just go straight to it. What does it look like?
What does it look like from HiMama? No matter what, it's trust. 100% trust. So what happens with, and you would know this from even working in the office, working in the classroom, when you have a parent and you start working with them as an educator and you start building up your relationship, the communication lines get open, you want your parents to trust you. But the same thing the other way around, right? This isn't a one-way street, folks. This goes both ways. You also need to trust your educator 150% as well. They're there, they're taking care of your child, they're helping them for the future. They've got this. Don't fret. Right. Like I said, two-way street. How it looks like through HiMama is just the fact that you have that open window through the system to actually see what's going on. So, and there's so many different pieces. I'll just highlight a couple. I'm not going to get into too much detail because I know we're going to in a couple minutes, but ideally through your daily reporting, being able to see what the children are doing through videos, pictures, messages, having those open lines of communications, because both of you want to be able to come together if there's any concerns, if there's any problems, if there's any happy moments you want to share. Those trust pieces will build that healthy working relationship that you have. So just, if anything, do trust your educator. They are doing what they need to do get the job done at the end of the day, but they're also having fun with your child at the same time. Because let's be
Having
real, that's the best part.
That's what it is for me. I literally go into my classrooms and upset my teachers on purpose because I hired me to have fun with kids. Okay? I hired me to have fun with kids. I hired you to teach them, okay? So if they get out of hand, I expect you to get this classroom back in order and put some structure in this program, okay?
Don't do that before sleep, though. Don't do that before sleep.
Not before nap time. I did that one time, guys. It was the worst thing I could ever done. I brought Mickey Mouse in the classroom when it was almost nap time. That was just dumb. I shouldn't have done that. That just wasn't okay.
Kicked out for the day.
Yeah, that was just too much for me. I should have never done that to my teachers. But we're talking parent engagement. We're talking about being involved. And now you talk about the trust factor. We're talking about the trust factor now. Trust is a big thing when it comes to parents, again, leaving their children with your team, leaving their children at your center, your facility, your home. Let me ask you this, and then we're going to go get a little deeper into HiMama in itself. What is it that makes the trust factor strong between parents and staff? As far as that, let's talk, staff altogether. What thing is it? Before we get an app, before we download an app, back in 1999, 2001, what is that? What was that thing? And what is that thing that builds that trust between those two?
Oh, 100%. It's communication. Like they go hand in hand. Like you can't have one without the other.
Right.
Yes, of course, they play on each other. They definitely pull. It's like heartstrings a little bit. You got a little bit going on there. But at the same side, it's like, mom, dad, whoever it may be, walk in first day. They've left, let's say they're 12-month-old, however they may be, 9 months, maybe a little younger. That's really hard. Yeah. That's like that your heartstrings are going with your child, no matter if you've adopted, no matter what the child, your heart is pulling with them. So you need to trust and communicate from the get-go that is what's going on with you. And of course, as an educator, we've seen it so many times. I've had little guys come into my room, girls and guys, where, mom and dad, first time, and they're only maybe bringing them in a couple of days a week because, they're just easing back into it for whatever it may be. And it's having that open communication right there and being authentic so that trust wall does not get ripped down right away. You want it to be permanent to start with. So you're building your foundation and then communicating with them that. Sometimes it takes a call later that day to say, hey, it's all good. Or, a note at the end of the day, whatever it is that parents, to make them just remind themselves that, hey, they're okay and that their child is okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, everybody, we're on the swing set now. We're in our conversation. We're talking. And I'm here with Ria Simon from HiMama app. And this is just too good to me. I told somebody yesterday, excuse me, you're going to have to talk to me different because I'm getting ready to go live with Ria from HiMama. So I'm somebody now, okay? Don't talk to me unless you talk to my security that I don't have. So
see my secretary at the door, please.
Yes, please. And I'll get this. I'll hire the secretary later. Just stand at the door and wait and figure out why you can't come in. So let's get into HiMama in itself, okay? I know again your time is precious. I don't want to keep you too long. I just like to point out my microphone that I ordered off of Amazon.com, guys. This microphone, you see it? I ordered it for this podcast. And I just like to make it clear that I absolutely don't need it. All right, thanks. So, I'm sorry. Like, if I'm going to order this thing, it's going to be in my video at some point, okay? All right. So, I'm sorry. I'm extra for every reason.
Hey, it's all right. You got to have fun.
So, yes. So, what exactly does parent engagement look like? We've talked about that, but now we're going to talk HiMama. All right. Now we're going to talk HiMama in itself. The big question. Here it is. Why HiMama?
Okay. This is where I get serious for a moment. Because let's be real, we have to have at least one serious moment. And the rest of it can be fun.
Yes.
HiMama is an all-in-one childcare app. Okay. So we're giving you everything you can think of under the sun that you can think of to help serve your families, your community. Okay. If you are looking for something that will bring everything together to make it easier for your parents, make it easier for your educators, make it easier if you're working in, you said working in the office, you want something at your fingertips that is going to make it easier. And I'd love to jump in to to 3 key pieces. So if you want to interrupt me, please interrupt me. All right. And we can talk about them more, but I'd love to jump in is to like why, to back up my why you should do this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with parent communication because we've been talking about this whole time. You know, it's a key piece. There's, you know, so many pieces, but it's so central to parent experience, your educator's experience, your director's experience, whatever you may be working with in the center. Okay. It's there to help it make it easier for you. We all know educators is talk back in 1999. We were talking that before everything was written down on paper. We want to save trees to start with now, but let's be real. There's so many better things you could be doing than writing things down on paper.
Yeah.
Get it through the app. This can be text, this can be email, this can be videos, photos, daily reports. I could go on for 6 years. I won't, but there's so many pieces I could do. If your parents are concerned, then this way you're getting those pieces out. So let me dive in a little bit, and I promise we'll come back. Daily reporting. I used to do this all on paper for my parents. So all 16 preschoolers, we were coming out on a day-to-day, report here. Educators spend 5 hours a week crushing these daily reports. They're important. They tell you everything you need to know about the child's day in a nutshell, which is super important, especially if you're looking younger children, infants, for example. Those pieces are hugely important about what's their day. This is all coming through HiMama. It saves your educator's time. It saves, parents' time because A, they're not losing them and having to back up and say, okay, whoa, where'd this all go? But it's letting them see what's happening throughout the day as well and what's going on and sharing those magic experiences through, like I said, photos and videos. I want to look at the teacher's perspective for a sec. Smart lesson planning. Okay. As an educator, I used to sit down, I used to take my observations, I used to take my daily planner, and I start writing for my next weeks of planning. Holy cow, was that such a waste of time. In HiMama, whatever state or province you're in, you can start planning your activities. You can actually pull the direct state or provincial, skill domain that you're looking at, working on, and pull it into your program lesson plan and have it saved. And parents can actually see this. So you're adding on top of your parent communication piece. Mm-hmm. Lastly, the director side of things. And then we can get less serious after this part. Directors are important. You're still working with families. You're still working on the ongoing piece of the business, and you're still having a lot of fun with the children when you interrupt them with Mickey Mouse. But at the same side, you still have a business to run. So families are coming to you for the businessy side of things. Billing, for example. You want parents to pay. Now, if anything, I don't carry cash anymore. Who carries cash?
Right.
What? Why? Have them pay online. We are all paying things online. All my bills are paid online now. You don't want to be waiting for a check anymore. Plus, the nice part, as a director, you get a bird's eye view of what's just happening with parents and educators. You can just make sure everything's going on well. If you have to run out for any errand of any kind, if you feel like logging in, you can log in and just make sure things are going smoothly. So that's it in a nutshell. I hope we weren't too serious for too long.
No, and I love it. No, but I love that even the serious tone is fine because I think it's important that we understand how important this app is. So the playground is to have fun, but the information is absolutely necessary and absolutely serious. I want these professionals to take it serious, their need for this program. I mean, it's just that serious, right?
Yeah. It is. It's that serious. And the nice part too is if you want to check us out and you decide to book a bit of time with us, we're not just going to sit there and say, hey, you can go ahead and buy us and this is how much. We want to make sure it's going to fit your needs, that it's your center, that it's all going to work together for you versus saying, hey, like this is all we got. Like, no. We want to make sure that you're set up for success to begin with, because at the end of the day, your success is our success. Yes. So it doesn't make any sense for us to just be like, blah, right. So it's not the piece that we like.
Wow, I love it. And so I want to just continue on in this conversation with talking about HiMama. I want to know, so you stated that billing is a part of what you do as well?
Yeah.
So how does billing work? Is it set up to where there's an account with you guys and then there's a withdrawal that's made? Or do they pay and it goes straight into their account? How easy is it for them to set up this system with you all?
Super easy. So once your center is set up with billing. So in this case, director, you have to put a tiny bit of work in because you got to create your tuition plans, but you're kind of already doing that to begin with. So once you get your tuition plans within there and you actually want your parents to start working with you through the app and paying you through the app, then what will happen is you can turn it on for their side and have it so that parents can pay you directly through the app. So when mom and dad, obviously we have a third-party system that helps get it through from mom's bank account to, mom and dad, I should say, to center's bank account. But what it does is it allows for that money transfer to happen. So if, let's say, you charge every 2 weeks, then mom and dad will see the bill, they'll be able to pay you on time. Or if you charge, I know many people, they do once a month. There's a variety of programs have it set up, and then this way you can do so and have everything, so it's a rolling system. And then on the director side of things, you can of course see, your revenues rolling and where your money's coming from, and the stuff parents don't really need to worry about. But on that side, knowing that you're getting money coming through, so where it should be.
I love it. I think that's beautiful. And so let's talk about the engagement, because we've been dealing with engagement a lot here today.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the engagement between the parent, and the teacher, the parent and the director to this teacher, maybe.
Yep.
How can we see that through the HiMama app? And if so, how does that look?
Oh, totally. So let's go parent to educator first. Maybe I'll work my way up. So with parent to educator, you can do some messaging. So whether you decide to do SMS texts or whether you decide to do emails, an educator can actually message, like, let's say they're having a specific day, pajama day, for example, or like crazy hat day within their class. They can send a whole message to their entire group. So they're not actually having to send it all at one, like to every single person. Or if they're having a one-on-one conversation with a parent and they want to, let's say maybe bring it into like the office to have further conversation, hopefully no issues are going on or anything like that, but they can do so and prompt those sorts of things. And this all comes through the app itself. So it's not like it's linked to like your personal cell phone or something crazy like that. Director side, similar sort of situation, but they have the option to send out like a mass message to the whole center. So maybe you're closed for over Christmas holidays or something like that. You want to send out a mass reminder. You can make yourself a template in there, save it if you like, and then repurpose it for the following year if that's end up being the case. Wow. Yeah, exactly. So it's a huge piece that there's so many linking pieces that's happening. Parents have those options to see. And then of course, director, maybe they're having some concerns about some things at home and their relationship with the director is fantastic and they want to have some further conversation and bring the educator into it. Something like that, for example, it could be, you can make it happen. So.
Wow. I love this. So this is the reason why, guys, and those of you that are watching on Instagram, really quickly, I want to tell you to head over to YouTube or Facebook, follow us at The Daycare Dude, and you'll be able to join in on us and join in on the conversation. If you have questions for those of you who are watching, even so, if you have questions for myself or Ria, feel free to ask those questions. I prefer you ask Ria questions and not me. But
no hard questions, guys.
No questions for her and no questions at all for me. Speak to my publicist that does not exist, and they will be able to get to me. Okay. So you guys on Instagram, come on over, and I want you guys to check that out. Okay. What resources I don't that you may not have, well, before you say that, I want to say this. I like that you just talked about the mass messages and how you can save a message for the following. So there was a system that my center was using at one time, and I won't call their name. However, they did not do that. So their messages, we could see them, but I could not copy and paste my message to repeat it if I needed to. You know what I mean? Or to repurpose it, unless I was actually on my laptop. I had to actually pull my laptop out, go into the website, and then pull it all. That was too much for me when I do everything by way of my phone. And so I'm like, why can't I just come here and do it? But with HiMama, simple, it's there. And that I like. So I want to know, outside of that, what do you believe sets you guys apart? Can I ask you one question before you tell me that?
Yeah, do it.
Can I release my program? Can I delete them out of the enrollment? Yeah.
Like if a child were to leave, for example, you can either, let's say if they've gone on, let's say they've graduated, they've gone on to school, then you can graduate them, hold on to the files you need to hold on to for whatever, tax purposes, things like that. Or if let's say they enrolled and then parents never, it just never worked out. We know that happens. They've gone to a different center, then you can just add them on out and away you go. So it's not a big deal.
The other app I was telling you about that I won't call their name, I won't say it at all. But those individuals, you can't delete it. You really cannot delete a child out of the app. Not yet, at least. They haven't gotten that far. But we'll stop there before people figure out who I'm talking about. All right?
No, we're not shaming today. No shaming. No,
we're not.
That's not cool.
No, we're not shaming. We're not shaming other companies. So what I want to ask is, what sets you apart from other applications like you all?
Oh, there's so many things. So obviously you could sit there and you could compare apples to apples. There are going to be those cases when you do find that, and you're going to find those they turn into apples to oranges. But at the end of the day, when it all comes down to, there's a couple of key things for me. So first of all, it's just how we get you through our system. So I'd mentioned this a little bit before about when you do come on with us, we want you to have the ride that should be respectful, B, what you're looking for. So we work with you. We want to hear your story. That's a key thing too. I actually used to work on this case and work on this end of the phone where I got to talk to so many amazing directors, owners, and educators, hear their stories, how they built their own in-homes daycares, things like that. I got to hear all of this great stuff and work you through so that you're actually starting to use the HiMama app. Once we set you up, once we get you started, we don't just throw you to the wolves, as it were. We want you to have the best experience possible. So the next stage for us, part 2, I guess you could say, is our support team. We don't just leave you hanging. We're not just going to let you be there and hope for the best and wish that, 3 or 4 years from now, you're still with us. Because if at the end of the day, you probably wouldn't be, and I wouldn't blame you. But no, we have a whole system there. People here helping you get onboarded, especially if you're a larger center. Maybe if you're depending on your transition, if you're coming from paper, coming from a different app, we have both of these cases happen all the time. We want to be there to help support you. So we help onboard you, get yourself set up, get your educators set up. And when you're ready to bring on your families, of course, bringing on your families, we're there to help support you with any, documents, resources, things that you may need. Last step for us is, of course, we don't just leave you after that. We're not just going to let you be. We're going to let you have some time, let you have a ton of fun, but we're going to check in with you because let's say a year from now, your center could have changed. You could have, added 3 or 4 classrooms. Maybe you did a big extension. Maybe you didn't start with billing and now you really need it. There's so many pieces that could have happened that, you change. We all change over the course of a year, especially over the last year with COVID. We've changed dramatically. So in that case, we have someone here on the team who would actually check in with you, make sure that your life's going well, as well as seeing that your needs are still being met and that if there's changes that need to happen that do. So there's so many pieces. The last piece is not just that, of course, yes, when you do sign on with us, you do pay for our app, but there's so many free resources that we put out there to make your lives easier. Even if you're not using our app, you can access all these free resources.
Wow. Yeah, and that's how I came across HiMama. I was online looking for a quick activity to do with the children. No, I was actually looking for a template. Try to do, I think, a parent letter or something.
Okay.
And can I be honest? I believe I don't know if it was a suspension. It was a billing letter. You were late. Okay. I think it's the nice way to say. I was just starting out, and I think the nice way to say this. So I typed in, template for daycare, and HiMama came up, and there was literally something that was so polite. It was so nice, and so I was able to use that. And it was better than what I was gonna say. Give me my money. You owe us. That's what I was gonna say. But yours was so polite. It had the date in there. It had all this nice stuff. So there are just different things, and not stopping there. There are different things since then that I've begun to just go to the HiMama resource page to look at. There's so many different resources that you guys have to offer, and I'm sure that other providers have probably used it and maybe didn't even know that you utilized a HiMama, didn't recognize it was this HiMama that you were pulling from. You just thought somebody on Google put something up there. No, it was intentional, okay? And it was by HiMama app. And so, I guess you're talking about the free resources. Let's dive into some of those free resources before we head over to the picnic table and close out for today. Let's talk about the resource that you guys have. What are some of the resources and how do they benefit us?
Oh man. So the list is long, but I'll name a few just off the top here to start with. First of all, if you want to check us out, please do go to HiMama.com, which is HiMama.com, and you can find all of these free resources under it. Many of it is under our blog. So to start with our blog, you're going to find things from articles to those templates to ebooks. They all come through down on our blog so that you can see what's going on. We like to as well update you on what's happening in the education space so that you're not just let's say a year from now, finding out that they've changed some, let's say like funding program of some kind or something like that. Like we try to keep up for you so that you know where to find information and actually have a variety of pieces that are available. So like you said, from tuition onto observations for mom and dad, and those variety as well, not just specifically for like one person. We're going to give you as much variety as we possibly can. Templates, you had mentioned that. Downloadable templates, completely free. We've done, for example, we've done a lot of letters so that if you're not sure where to start, you can tailor it up, of course, to meet your specific center needs. If you're looking for checklists, if you're looking for, maybe just, we have our ebooks as well. The ebooks where if you want to start your own in-home childcare, that's one of our most popular ebooks that we've had help with and getting that set up so that you actually had some pieces.
I want to pause you there. I want to pause you there.
Yeah, please do.
Let's talk about that ebook. So this ebook is intended to help individuals start up a center?
Yeah, we have a couple. So there's one, for example, we published out last year that I actually had my hands in on, which of course had COVID. It was based around COVID. It was the adjustment of what the new normal was. We were all kind of left out in the dust when COVID kind of came. So we all wanted some ideas around it, and we made what we called a running your center with confidence customer kit, and so that you could actually get going through there and actually find out a little bit, like just to get you some foundation. So there's a complete guide to opening a home childcare. We have our complete guide to hiring and retaining early childhood educators. There's so many pieces on there and you can download these for free. As well, if you want to know what's happening in the education space, we do put out a benchmark every year where we actually go out, we survey over a period of time, usually it's a couple of months, and we pull it all together for you so you can see what's happening. And that's a little bit more higher up. It kind of gives you the idea of especially with the impacts of COVID, what people are feeling for tuition right now, what their enrollments are like. It's like I said, a little bit on the higher end, but it's still a fantastic read. So there's tons of pieces out there as well.
I love that. You guys are really digging deep into meeting the need of the center professional, the owner. I mean, I love that because I love the fact that, how do I say this? You guys are not just leaving us hanging, and trying to get something from us. You guys are not just trying to benefit off of having us as a customer or a client. You're also saying, hey, if I'm going to have you as a customer or client, I want you to be the best at what you do. What a lot of people don't realize is partnerships make both parties benefit. Both parties look good. And a lot of times people want to partner with you in certain areas, but only they reap the benefits. And I love the fact that our partnership might have a fee attached to it, but it makes both of us win. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So can we talk about, before we get into that, you want to continue on with some of those resources you were going to detail with before I interrupted you?
I got 3 more, and then I promise we can carry on from there. So the first one is our podcast, actually. It's done by our CEO, Ron, and it's hosted, it's weekly set up, and it's a similar sort of situation with what's happening in the education space. Mm-hmm. So many variety of topics, from behavior in the classroom to observations to, directors' perspectives to parent perspectives, you name it. Free podcast, folks. Hello, it's a great piece to have. And especially if you're a podcast listener, I highly, highly, highly recommend you check out the preschool podcast. Second one is our newsletter. You don't have to be a customer to subscribe to our newsletter, folks. If you'd like to, we get you on that list. You can see what's happening. You can also get some of those links that do come out a little bit. So for example, if we are putting out an ebook, or if we are putting out something that's happening or whatever, newsletter's there. It's our place to start. Last, my own personal plug. And I'm excited and nervous all the same time to say this. So if you have not joined us for a HiMama Helps webinar, they're completely free. They're every Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I just want to stress the Eastern Standard Time, folks. So if you're in a different time zone, just remember, count your time back or forward, wherever you may be. And we cover such a variety of topics, and really there to help the educators in the classroom, help directors focus on maybe what some of the trends are in the classes now. We've had some amazing folks on recently, and I host these, and they're fantastic pieces to listen to. The last couple of weeks have just been top notch. I've had so much love from the people who have joined us, and we get generally over 1,000 people or folks are joining us on a weekly basis. So if you'd like to, you can also access the recording. It's completely free. We know folks can't always make that 2 to 3 time slot. Totally understandable. At the same time, you can access the recording for completely free as well, and get all the goodies from that as well.
So Ria, you talk about the free resources. Do you have any of your resources that are paid?
No. Well, besides the app, of course, but no, everything. If you go to our HiMama.com, if you go to resources, you can see all resources, and from there you can see anything related to COVID, of course. Hopefully, as we transition, that guy won't have to live there anymore. Our blogs, and if you're looking for a template, our podcast link is there. If you go to our blog, you can also catch on to our webinars as well. And if you want to learn a little bit more, there's of course tons out there to learn about the app too. So you got to get there.
I love that. And so, I have 2 minutes left, and I want to ask this question. We talk about fees. Let's deal with that really quickly. When we talk about these fees, tell me, what do these fees look like for us?
Ooh, so that the thing is, it depends on what you sign on with us. So if we make the package as you go with you. So your fees it's gonna be a little different no matter where you are, the size of your center, like what's going on. That part I couldn't specifically tell you because it meets the needs of the center specifically. Yeah. But no, we're there to work with you. We're not just going to sit there and say, hey, you need to give us $1 million. If that was the case, then I'd probably be on a beach in the Bahamas right now. I'm not. But anyways, maybe later, maybe after COVID. Not today. But the same side, still, we're going to be reasonable. We're going to work with you. We're going to get you the best deal that you can get. Have a conversation with us. Be honest about what your budget is, and we'll work with you.
Wow. I love this. You guys.
This was so fun.
Yes, it is. It has been a phenomenal time. I have enjoyed being here with you, Ria. I've enjoyed meeting. Hey, I need you guys to listen to this, guys. If you don't get to meet Ria, you've got to meet Kaya. They're the same. So freaking awesome. All right. And
I think Kaya's in the chat. I think Kaya's in the chat, actually.
Kaya has been in the chat all day, and I love her. You understand? Kaya says, I'm doing this. Look what Kaya said. Listen, Kaya said you guys can get these free templates by following this link, okay? Go on to that. Oh, hold on. Look, guys. She said hi. Everybody
She's
say
here.
Hi.
This is my partner in crime. Every webinar, she works our podcast, she works our social. Kaya's my partner in crime, also an early childhood educator. Folks, this girl is just as awesome.
See, I love that you've got people who know what you're going through, who can help you to get through. That's what's good. See, you see my special effect? You see
I like it.
That's what. You see, that was my special effect, guys. I'm working on my budget, guys, where I get the sound effects and I get all the other stuff.
Get your intro music.
Yeah, all of that.
Get the vibe going.
Yeah, right now, I can't afford all the lighting, so I just use God's light. It's free. I just open up the window over here.
Love it.
It's free. He makes that. I mean, he just puts that in the window. So I just open up the window.
Same.
It's free natural lighting. So I do that. Yeah. I want to encourage you guys to go and check out HiMama. Hold on one second. I need to make sure. Kaya, she's Ria's #1 fan. She's so happy to be a part of the HiMama team. And thank you for providing this amazing. Well, you're welcome so much, my friend Kaya. I appreciate you for connecting me with Ria. You guys are amazing. I need everybody that's watching now to start praying all that you can, because I'm trying to convince HiMama to make me a HiMama ambassador, okay? I need to walk around with HiMama t-shirts on, and I'm making this public so it puts some pressure on them. This yellow guy, they're one of their ambassadors, okay? You don't have me on your team yet. Okay? So I tell you guys are amazing. I love HiMama. I love the HiMama team thus far. You guys have been amazing, and speaking with you has been amazing. I just love the fact.
Kaya's gonna send you some swag, man.
Listen, got you. GOTCHU. That
she got you.
For text messaging, okay? This is our the educators, okay? Because we will mess around and put something like that on their page. All right, now I'm just. I love it. I love you, ladies. It's been amazing. This has been fun, Ria. We're now at the picnic table, And the picnic table is the place where we kind of just do a quick recap. We don't have to go all over everything.
Whew, yeah, that'd be too much.
Yes. Today, Ria has talked to us about how she has been an early educator. She has spent time in just about every classroom, and she has loved it. She's loved engaging with children, but she's also loved more than anything else engaging with families. And one of those pieces is what led her to be a part of the HiMama team, one of the greatest applications out here known to childcare professionals. And if you didn't know it, I'm concerned that you're not
should now.
Professional until today. All right. So now you know. And so I want to tell you that you now should go and do your research by going on to HiMama.com and checking out all of what they have. The information's on the bottom of the screen so that you guys can check that out. And also make sure you follow them on social media, okay? Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Ria also shared with us how important parent engagement is and how HiMama helps us to engage with our families on every level and collect your money. Okay,
it's kind of important.
That's a little important. That's just a tad bit important. So I want you guys to know that that's important, and that it's important that you continue to check out what they have going on, those webinars, those blogs, everything, the free resources that they have to offer you. It's all at HiMama.com, and I want you guys to be a part of it. Ria, is there anything else that you want to share with us before we go?
No, I just want to, Trevon, thank you so much. It's been so much fun. I've had a blast with you here today, and I hope folks, please don't be shy. Like he said, please do check us out. We love to have you become part of the HiMama family and check out all of our free resources. But this has just been an absolute pleasure, joy. We'll send you some swag.
Please send me some swag. I'm texting you as soon as we get through with this, okay? I need to get you my address. I need the HiMama swag so I can be swaggerific. Is that a word? Wow.
It is now.
I think I just lost points for that. No, it's not. I think I lost points for people for that one. Swagger freaking that. Anyway, I'm glad. Can I say this to you guys? Don't forget that the Child Care Professionals Playground Summit is coming up August 13th and 14th, and you've got to make sure that you are a part of that. You've got to make sure that you are engaged and involved. We want you to check this out. This is what's coming up August 13th and 14th, and we're closing it on August the 14th. We'll be closing it with an inaugural gala. That means you can dress up, have a good time, look your best, put on your makeup, put on your new wig, put on your extensions, put your heels on, put your dress on. Brothers, wear your suits. Whatever you need to do, I need you to make sure that you're in your best because we are ready to have a great time on the playground together. We've been doing this thing. Some of us have been on Instagram together. We've been on Clubhouse together, YouTube now, and Facebook. Let's get in person, have a good time, benefit our programs from being a part of this thing. And don't forget that you can go on to the daycaredude.com and check out the registration link there so that you are able to register for this conference. But use the promo code that you see on the screen, Playground. And those of you who are listening to the podcast, just type in the word playground and you'll be able to check out this discount that we're giving you, okay? We're giving you an opportunity to be a part of this event, okay? Ria, I love you. I appreciate
Thank you.
I'm so grateful. Could you do me a favor, please?
I'll try. What's the favor first?
Please go and get your husband out of that closet. The interview is over. Go get your husband. We know you put him away so that he can work. That's how they do us, y'all. That's how they do us, men. But thank you so much. And did you have any final words before we go today?
Just thank you so much to every educator out there, every director, teacher, whoever, whatever you may be, in whatever capacity you are within a center. Thank you for all you do, for all the hard work you put in for COVID. My heart goes out to every single one of you. And as we move forward, so many key changes that are coming, both for Canada and the US right now, some key changes. And I hope that we get some exciting new pieces from all of it. So thank you for all you do. And Trevon, thank you so much for having me on. This has been such a joy.
Absolutely. I'm so glad, guys. Hey, guys, you've been tuning in to the Playground with the Daycare Dude. I am the Daycare Dude. This is my friend Ria from HiMama app, and we're glad that you have been here with us. Thank you so much for all that you've done to be with us. Thank you for joining us on the seesaw as we got to know each other, swinging back and forth on the swing set, and then headed over to the picnic table. We're glad you've been with us. Today, we are closing out this conversation with Ria from HiMama. Have a great evening. Be amazing, everybody. Don't forget to do that first. Have a great one.
Bye, everyone.